Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Dysfunctional Systems, Episode 1, Learning to Manage Chaos. I think this will be the last episode, but I'm not entirely sure, because there's so much after content from that animated ending scene thing that I have no idea what's going to happen. So, yeah, guess we might as well see if this is the last one or not. Alright. You awkward, creepy bastard. That's a really great place to leave off. Alright. I'm not... He finally looks me in the eyes. I'm not entirely sure what to say. You and me both. I just know that I haven't properly apologized. Not that this is properly apologizing, having a student relay the message for me. It's immature, but I imagine I can't talk to Winter herself right now. I say nothing because there's nothing polite to say. I want you to tell Winter that I'm sorry. I want you to tell her that absolutely nothing that happened was her fault. I suppose that's all I want to say that can pass through you. The blame is wholly mine, and I want her to know that. She did nothing wrong. I can see that he wants to explain himself more, but it's hurting him to try. I'd, better speak up. Sir, I'll tell her. Can I ask you something, sir? I heard you killed a leader, and that something bad happened because of that. Wasn't that a dumb idea? Did you think that wouldn't happen? Cyrus doesn't answer for long enough that I think he's not going to answer, but he speaks before I can say never mind. Listen, this is something difficult for students such as yourself to understand, but I knew full well it would happen. What? Listen. Why on earth should I? It's something that you eventually must understand. The situation was a quagmire. Many of the options available to us could have very likely made things turn out worse rather than better. You'll have to believe me that, in this case, the best course of action to promote order was to allow that something bad to happen. I'll have to hear what Winter says, because that sounds like nonsense. The larger issue was that I underestimated the consequences. To put it bluntly, I did not properly research. I was overconfident. Seoul, that is, the system we had visited, was a very chaotic world, although inconsistently. Scientific discovery happened both quickly and suddenly there. Large leaps in technological prowess were spurred by random discovery. It was a very unusual system, and I knew that, but I didn't give it proper consideration. I had expected some losses from my actions, but certainly not the loss of the entire world. In short, I misjudged and rushed things. You know how I rush things. Don't smile at me, you fiend. You can't just tell me you allowed a world to die and expect me to smile back. Yeah, I know you're calling on those rumors about yourself being a grimly logical murder-happy bastard, but it's not really funny knowing that's true and what it entails. Well, unless you have any more questions. What did Walter mean when he said you asked to be a mentor? What am I doing? Waverly, where do you get off talking like a pal with a superior and asking such personal questions? You weren't even supposed to hear that. Heavens, are you a buffoon? Far more than he knew. Far more than he knew when he said it. Huh? However, I don't think that's a matter to discuss with you kids. Sorry. No, it's fine. It's fine. Is that all? Yeah. Then, thank you for listening to me, Waverly. Again, I'm sorry to put this responsibility onto you, but I would really appreciate it if you could do this for me. I will. Don't worry. He chuckles. You've certainly opened up a lot more, Waverly. This is making it seem like I made a fine decision to become a mentor. I get to watch you guys grow up. I may have forgotten what it means to grow up. By the way, you shouldn't eavesdrop. Considering it, I decide to smile. Don't talk about private matters in public then, sir. Huh, I'll try not to. Then I'll be leaving, Waverly. Peace to you. Aye, and to you. He nods to me and walks away. I shut the door. I'm not sure what my opinion of Cyrus is now. Maybe it's worse? I shudder to think it's any better, but well, I guess he... this isn't something I can work out right now. Yo, Winter! What? You're very popular today. We've had a total of 3 visitors come for you. Or was it technically 4? Whatever. What can I say? I'm very charming. Well, Mistress Charming, I have a letter for you. I walk over to her bedside to hand over the thing, but before I do, though, I decide I should have a look at what the envelope says. For whenever it's too much to bear, read this. Henry Penn. Huh. Well, here you are. I toss it down next to her pillow where she reads it sideways. From Mr. Penn. Yep, and also, I'm sorry about kind of talking dismissively about worlds. I told you that I didn't really mind. I'm still sorry. I shouldn't have been talking that way anyway. You really don't need to apologize, Waverly. Cyrus is also sorry. Winter falls silent. Hey, come on, just listen to what he had to say. I'm listening. He's sorry, and he wants you to know that it's not your fault, it's his. He doesn't want you to blame yourself. He knows you fucked up, Winter. Even if he's a jerk, you should forgive him for yourself. It's not that simple, Waverly. You didn't hear him yesterday. He most certainly does not feel bad about what he did. He just may feel bad about letting me see it. I mean, even if I wasn't concerned with his motivations, he still treated me awfully and made me watch him kill a person. Furthermore, even if he had succeeded, millions still would have died. Pardon my language, but screw Cyrus Addington. A dark feeling rose in my belly. I push it down. Nothing good comes from harboring bad will. I can't pretend I know what that's like, Winter, but I know that just feeling shit about things isn't going to help you. I swallow. And I hate to say it, but you're probably going to see a lot more of people killing people in this line of work. We also both know that we may end up killing a few or several ourselves, but nobody wants to acknowledge that. I let out a sigh. This is depressing talk. It's best if we move on. Well, whatever, then whatever. I think we've delayed you eating for long enough. Any longer and you could end up missing your debriefing. Ah, shoot, you're right. That's today. I completely forgot about it. Yeah, so come on. I reach down and she lifts herself up to receive me. She holds onto my arms with a trembling lack of strength. Alright, that's it. I ease her out of bed as carefully as I can, and she's soon on her feet. Able to stand all right? Able to stand, not quite all right. Well, that's clear from how she's swaying a little. Don't try to do this on your own then, Winter. You've got my shoulder right here. Yeah. Thank you. She presses all of her negligible weight into me, and I stand firm. We walk to the door, prepared to leave. Prepared to go on, I should think. Now is it the end? Oh! Okay. Congratulations on completing the game. You may now save your profile. Saving profiles shows for future episodes of Dysfunctional Systems to remember your choices. Be sure to give your profiles descriptive names so you can recognize them later. Note, multiple profiles may share the same name. Name this profile Micah. Save. Well, I guess that's the end. I'll probably play a couple of others just to kind of see what happens down the line. But apparently if you follow your mentor, then you don't get to make any other decisions for the rest of the whole game. Which I guess makes sense, considering that the entire world gets blown up, you get radiation poisoning, and you're pretty much sick for the rest of the time until you recover. But yeah, this game is really cool, guys, and I'm really looking forward to when they come out with the demo, which they've pushed back yet again, and the actual episode. Of course, they've fallen behind in some things, because that's what all companies end up doing if they can't keep schedules as they would like to. But I will patiently await the rest, and I hope you will too. Later, guys. Micah signing out.